Today's video is all about a crazy boyfriend who is super lazy and doesn't do any work around the house. Uh, let's get into it. So, Jamie is the main poster today. She sent in this story time about her bad boyfriend. She is a executive at a law firm, and um, she's been working hard for the past few years to get through school, and now she's going ahead and got promoted recently to this new role. Her boyfriend, on the other hand, hasn't really been doing too much, right? He got kicked out of his med school program, which is not, that's pretty sad. If you get kicked out of med school, that sucks. And when he got kicked out, he got into a deep depression, right? And he hasn't been doing much, but it's been 5 years. He hasn't found a job. He hasn't gone ahead and tried to get into a different med school program, right? He already has the bachelor's degree. He just has to go through this, like last part of school kind of thing. And he hasn't been doing anything for 5 years. And now he's been sitting around the house and he hasn't been even cleaning up. And this all blew up at a um, family like get together, right? They were getting together for Thanksgiving, and her and her boyfriend went to his house and to go ahead and meet up with the mom. The mom, on the other hand, wasn't being like super respectful to the girlfriend, even though she just got through her law program and her like basically internship, right? It was very underpaid for being like a lawyer kind of thing, but you know, she went ahead and started just making fun of the boyfriend. Like, the boyfriend's mom just started going ahead and ripping into her as soon as she got there, saying how she's super ugly, how she doesn't go ahead and work hard, she doesn't do very much around the house because she's seen pictures from the boyfriend. And she's just ripping into her about how could she be a good wife, how could she be a good this and that. If she doesn't go ahead and clean up, she doesn't cook any food, she doesn't go ahead and take care of herself in any way, right? And these are all lies, right? She does clean up and she'll make dinner here and there, but the boyfriend's at home all day, right? He's not going ahead and making dinner. He's not going ahead and making anything like that. But the mom is just ripping into this girlfriend because, oh, you need to go on a diet when she's not overweight. I mean, she's normal. But the mom is ripping into her, oh, you're too fat, you're too fat, you're too fat, you look ugly, you don't have a great job, but she just got promoted, right? She's just out of school, kind of thing. She's younger than her boyfriend. And so the mom is just acting like this girl should be doing way more than she actually is. And she's already doing quite a bit. But the mom is just saying how she doesn't do anything around the house, she doesn't do anything like that. And the boyfriend isn't defending her. The boyfriend isn't saying anything like that. And eventually it gets to the point where she starts going in on kids, right? And so for a long time, they've been trying for kids and they've been gone ahead and they couldn't have it. They are having fertility issues with the boyfriend side, actually, but uh, she starts crying because it's all dinner, right? And it's in front of the whole family. It's not just, between her and the mom, it's between her, the mom, the brothers, the boyfriend, the grandma's there, right? The whole family. And no one is saying anything to this mom. They're just letting her rip into her for no reason. And the boyfriend doesn't even defend her, kind of thing. That's where it's really messed up. So she starts crying because they've been trying for a long time to have kids. They just can't afford the fertility treatments yet. And they want to have kids. They both want to have two kids, at least, probably around three or four, what they really want. But she's working all day. And now the boyfriend isn't doing anything like that. And so, you would think that the boyfriend would defend her, kind of thing. But the boyfriend doesn't do that. The boyfriend just sits around accepting it. And so she leaves the room crying. She runs out to the car and she's just crying in the car, and no one goes out for her, right? It's been 2 hours of her crying out in the car, and the boyfriend finally shows up and he says, why'd you leave? You should have stayed in there. The mom was just saying true facts. We haven't had kids. Your job isn't that amazing. You don't go ahead and clean up at the house that much. Things like that. And so she's like ripping into this guy at this point. She's saying how, why didn't you go ahead and defend me? I'm working hard all day long to go ahead and try to make progress. You don't even have a job. You could go ahead and clean up the house. You're home all day. If you want the house cleaner, clean up. You want to go ahead and work hard and become the stay-at-home parent, you can do that. You are the one with the fertility issues. You can go and do this. Why didn't you defend me? Your mom is saying the reason I can't have kids is because I'm fat when you're going ahead with the fertility issues, you know? And she's just getting more and more angry because this boyfriend, he's not saying anything. The boyfriend is just taking it over and over and over again. And at the end, he's like, "Are you done? Why are you ripping into me? I did defend you. And I said to my mom that that wasn't very nice." And she asked him when. He said, a few minutes after you left, I told her that, maybe you were a little harsh on her. A little harsh? Brother was ripping into her for over 3 hours, saying that everything she does is the worst possible thing. She should be doing more for the boyfriend. She should be doing this, this, and this, when the boyfriend isn't doing any of that. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, fuck you, man. Like, what are you doing? You should be able to go ahead and defend me. And so she says, you know what? I'm going to go home. And so she takes the car and she starts driving home. And the boyfriend stays there, right? He doesn't go home with her. He doesn't go ahead and do anything. And so the whole family starts texting her a few minutes later, like, "Hey, why'd you leave the boyfriend behind? Why'd you go ahead and not help out clean up? Why'd you leave?" And she ends up calling up the family and she says, "You know what? It's supposed to be private, right? That between me and my boyfriend about our fertility issues." And the mom went ahead and tried to make it more than private. And so I should let you guys know what's actually going on. The boyfriend has the fertility issues, and we were trying to go ahead and save up for it. I just got promoted. The boyfriend isn't working. The boyfriend cleaned up the house, right? And so she lets it all out. And the boyfriend doesn't say anything. And the whole family starts going ahead and leaving texts in the messages like, "Wait, what? I thought the boyfriend, he says he has a good job. He's working at this law firm. He's gotten a new promotion. He's gotten the fertility issue. Like, he doesn't have fertility issues. It's you." And so apparently for years, this boyfriend has been lying, saying that, she is one of the worst people in the world. She got kicked out of this med school program that the boyfriend got kicked out of. All the bad things that he's been doing, he put on her. And so the mom ended up apologizing, and she apologized to the mom, like, "Oh, I thought that this was just like crazy." And so she says, "That's kind of insane. Why would you lie to me like that? Why would you lie to your whole family saying that all your problems are actually my problems? Everything you're doing is my fault, right?"